Welcome! You're watching the thrift store rundown of a Liberty Hollywood Homer on a budget. The reason why I've been on a break when it comes to Friends reviews is because I didn't want to fatigue you after I concluded my Friends Experience review series, where I did a whole bunch of Friends videos that tied into my experience at the Friends Experience, the one in New York City. Suffice it to say, doing that was almost as much fun as visiting the experience itself. If you don't believe me, check out the playlist downstairs if you want to take a look. Anyway, break time is over, as I'm now about to break this in on YouTube for the first time. You see, buying the Friends Wheel of Mayhem game from Cardinal for $5.99 is no easy feat, but I did it. However, knowing that nobody else on YouTube has ever talked about this game before, effectively making me the first one to review it on this platform, woo, that's quite a challenge. But you guys know me, I'm like John Cena when it comes to Friends. I never back down for a challenge. So we're about to feel the confusion in real life and spin the Wheel of Mayhem to find out why Chandler called it the best game ever. Highly subjectively speaking, my friend. I mean, for some folks who want a bit of simplicity when it comes to their Friends home games, by no way would they call this the best game ever! I know, that's SpongeBob, but stay with me, folks. This, by the way, is Joey's creation. Oh yeah, and you thought Ross had game development down pat. You see, Joey was auditioning to host a game show, and he came up with this Wheel of Mayhem game as part of his rehearsal. And believe you me, it's every bit as confusing as it looks and sounds during that episode. Anyway, as much as it sounds confusing in a script, you've yet to see what's going down here in this Ziploc bag. And hear what's going on in this Ziploc bag, because, oh yeah, that is a battery-powered Wheel of Mayhem right there. LED lights that dictate the categories and questions and placements on the board that you gotta take up. Mayhem Master. Joey is the Mayhem Master, for sure. As for me, I'm kind of like his deputy for having bought this. Anyway, there's never been a more appropriate or more important time for me to give you 10 seconds to read this double-sided instruction sheet, which, by the way, is a double fold in my case, because you have got to grasp this game's concept. I know it's not just enough for you to just read what Joey has in his script to grasp the game's concept, but you gotta read the instructions. 10 seconds. There you go. To summarize it for you, if this will help you a bit, it's a bunch of mini-games in one, all structured around Friends trivia, all designed to have you show off how much Friends knowledge you have, and to be a bit theatrical in the process. Oh, by the way, these two tokens that just fell out, these are your character movers. 2 of 6, Ross and Joey. Who has the better game between them, the apartment bet game or the Wheel of Mayhem? Well, now I got both, but it's really up to you to decide. I'll link them both below if you want to check it out. But anyway, with the Wheel of Mayhem, you gotta have a good board to place that Wheel of Mayhem on. On the left side of this ladder of chance. Oh yeah, being faithful to the game. You're supposed to center that around here. That is your ladder of chance, and I believe you're supposed to structure it like this. Place it like that. Center it a little bit. There you go. Going up the ladder of chance. There are more components in the Ziploc bag, or should I say the hefty Trusted Seal Ziploc bag, like the all-important question cards divided into these categories: Razzle Dazzle, Rick and Rango, Game Cards, and Golden Monkeys. Once again, they're all structured around Friends trivia. These are your scoring tokens, also placed in the bag, and 6 character movers. Let's see if we can take them all out. I mean, we always showed you Ross and Joey, but the other 4 are accounted for in here, including my favorite, the love of my life, Monica. Oh yeah, and Rachel, and Phoebe. Oh, there you are, my love. Even if there are no pictures on these tokens. But Cardinal more than made up for that by putting our favorite friends' duos, dividing them up into 3 categories of questions. Wicked Rainbow, which of course has the central ship of friends, Ross and Rachel. The spiritual siblings, Phoebe and Joey, on the game card. And for sure providing the razzle dazzle, my faves, my ship, Chandler and Monica. My eyes, my eyes, my eyes! How do they stain with their gorgeousness? Modeler for life. Anyway, these are your question cards. Let's take off the rubber bands here. Golden Monkey. These are your rainbow ring cards here. Adding a whole layer of colorful complexity to this. Did I mention that some of the questions in here add a bit of a charades element and a bit of a city element? That depends on the questions you get when you spin the Wheel of Mayhem. Razzle Dazzle, these chance cards, these Bamboolzer cards, which make you lose points, go all the way back to start. Once again, all containing friends' questions and quips and trivia tidbits that you gotta know if you want to advance up the ladder of tips and win. So don't get bamboozled in the process, and you're on your way. Best game ever card, yes. Phoebe and Joey, Razzle Dazzle, oh yeah. Monica and Chandler. And Wicked Rainbow, Ross and Rachel. Respect to Ross and Rachel. Although I don't ship them as hardcore as any other Friends fan does. All in all, the components are, 1 game board, 1 LED action wheel, 150 cards, 6 mover tokens, 58 tokens, 1 instruction sheet. 58 scoring tokens, to elaborate. Anyway, as far as the games themselves, on the Wheel of Mayhem you have these spaces. College graduation, 20. You've been bamboozled. Of course, that makes you start over. Razzle Streaking Dazzle. Lasso My Asso. You're in the Jungle Baby. Mayhem Master and Friendly Dragon. It's only when you get to the ladder of chance here that you pick whichever card you desire. And you gotta complete one of the challenges on that card. Like hold your breath. Hold your breath while the question is being read and until you know the answer to that question. Best game ever cards, which can be chosen throughout the game. You do not have to read these cards aloud and can save them for later use if the card allows it. Angel Pass. Excuse me, save that card. Higher or lower, numerical questions where the answer is above or below a specific number. The Rainbow Ring. These can only be drawn once. If you reach the Rainbow Ring, it costs 100 points a draw. Release your inner thespian. You'll get a quote from friends that you must continue the scene for 30 seconds. Like I said, this has a bit of a charades element to it. So once again, a whole bunch of mini challenges all in one compact, but not that compact. Hello, you saw the box. Wheel of Mayhem game. Which features Matt LeBlanc in all of his mayhemist glory, spinning the wheel for you. By the way, this came with batteries included. So, bonus points for me. I know I'm gonna make a mess in putting all the cards back in here, but you know, the whole game is a pretty concise, constructed mess of Friends trivia to begin with. I mean, the one with the apartment game, this makes that look like a game of Kids Jeopardy. And that says something for Joey, who didn't need to make this so darn complicated. But you know what? It's only complicated if we let it be complicated. The minigames themselves, some are a lot easier to understand and to play than others. So if you can grasp those, you have a pretty good chance of nailing this one. And if you just want to simply buy it for Friends nostalgia, like I did, more power to you. Either way, there are a bunch of Friends games that are far more easier than this. As we return everything in this hefty Ziploc bag to the box, we take a look at the back now, so you get a much more simpler grasp at this game. As featured on Friends, this game has all the original wacky instructions with trivia based on the show. Pick a Wicked Rango card, go to the ladder of chance to get the golden mud hut, but be careful not to be bamboozled. This contains new challenges inspired by the show exclusive to the Wheel of Mayhem game, and will require 3 AAA batteries if yours doesn't come with those attached. But all in all, the Wheel of Mayhem game gets 4.5 out of 5 claps. This couldn't be any more of a brain buster, but it also couldn't be any more fun for your next family game night. I mean, if you're not game to take on these 6 cards, I can't think of another way to add a layer of razzle-dazzle to your next family game night. If you want to make it a wicked Rango of a night, add this to the rotation. You'll be glad you did. It's the type of mayhem anyone can participate in and not get punished for it. If you ask me, that is a real deal. Thanks for watching. Check out more TSR by clicking on another awesome review like this one, top left. And be sure to subscribe by clicking top right. Until next time, I'll catch you on the flip side.